Welcome to another installment of New Things Day, January 18th, 2017. Way back to normal. Comics, a back issue, a kind of weird magazine back issue thing, and then just books. That's all I got. So I'll be in, I'll be out, like a delivery man of rambling and things that you probably have yourself. Start with books, start with DC. Batman, number 15, part 2 of Rooftops. I'm starting it off with a curse. I fucking loved the first part of Rooftops with him and Catwoman. I loved it. I loved everything about it. I can't wait to read this. Trinity, number 5. I believe this is the alternate cover. The actual cover, I believe, was by Francis Manapul himself, and it reminded me of Archie art a little bit. And that's not what I want with my Trinity book. I really do enjoy this cover though, so I had to snag that up. And I heard rumblings that they're going to up that book to $3.99, and I'm not sure. And if that happens, it's going to be a debate I'm going to have to have with myself. Green Lanterns 15, consistently one of my favorite books. I love Simon. I love Jessica. This book is fantastic in my book. How many times can I say book? Star-Lord number 2, because Chip Zdarsky makes me laugh uncontrollably. Although, flipping through this, I don't see any abs. I was promised abs in every issue. Oh, I lied. There's a little bit of chest, little side ab action. We're good. Oh, I guess we're past the Marvel. We're past the DC now. Obviously on Marvel. Deadpool and the Mercs for Money. Inhumans versus X-Men tie-in. This is number 7. I don't even remember the last one I read of this. We got Negasonic Teenage Warhead there. So that's always a good thing. She's been great in this. Really great. Deadpool the Duck number 2. I like the idea of how they became Deadpool the Duck. Deadpool busted out one of his old teleporters, and as he was fighting somebody, Howard was there, and as he was fighting somebody, they like hit the teleporter. It like teleported him and Howard together, so it broke. I like the idea of how it's done, but I don't know. It reminds me like a Peter Porker. Like I don't care. I'm still on it. Mosaic number 4, and we're finally getting into what I've been expecting this book to be. He is in Spider-Man now, so I'm expecting this book to actually for him to move through the heroes, to move through villains, to move through people we know, and adding on what we already know about his life and adding in all of that. Mosaic has the opportunity to be one of the most interesting characters, I think, in the Marvel Universe. I'm really excited to see what happens. This will be kind of the test run to see how he does in actual heroes and to see how he gets out of that or if he's just jumps in another hero and or villain. I'm excited either way, and I usually don't like Spidey covers unless it's superior, but I'm a fan of this one. I think it works well. Uncanny Inhumans number 18. Inhumans versus X-Men tie-in. Love it. Love everything about that book. I've loved all 18 issues. Amazing cover here. This is Archie 16. This is the Marguerite Sauvage cover, and Cheryl Blossom is looking wonderful. I think this cover is gorgeous. I hear that it's gonna slip my mind now. I hear that. Well, apparently I hear nothing. Apparently that's it. That's his name, Dilton. Apparently Dilton gets the spotlight in this, and I guess him and Cheryl were gonna team up. I'm excited. I'm excited about this book. I love the Archieverse, guys. As you know, I love it. If you've watched this, into some DC Young Animal now. I didn't get this till this week. It was something happened. They messed up the order at my shop, so I didn't get this till this week. Mother Panic 2. I should be back on track with this. I think the 3 comes out the 8th, so I think I should be back on track. Hopefully this is good. I didn't really hear anything about it. one way or the other. Cave Carson has a cybernetic eye, number 4. I had the choice between this and the cover with kind of that silhouette and the monsters on the outside, but I like kind of the symmetry of the eye, and I don't know. I like symmetry no matter how minimal it is. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 11. Little update, not really an update. A little bit about Power Rangers. I bought a board game. I don't know if I showed it or not. I went to a convention and bought a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers board game that I never played as a kid. I just took the pieces out, pretended to be like a Power Ranger, like they were little putty figures, pretended to fight them. But I never played it. So I bought it at that convention, played it Monday, and it took me 20 years to play this game. I never played it, and then 15 minutes to beat it and be disappointed. I think it might be fun with a child. It might be fun with a kid. But Tara and I, in 15 minutes, it was just, oh, so that's it. We're done. So it looks like that might stay in the box for a while. But I'm loving this series. Manifest Destiny, number 25, still with $2.99, and it's a big issue. Special 25th issue. I hope his book isn't going anywhere because I'm falling back in love with it. I read the first 2 trades, I believe, and then just jumped back into the book after I read the trades, and I'm loving the book. I love the idea of it. It's a good period piece. Well, period piece is strong because you don't really know what period is at any time. They kind of tell you, but I feel like time travel could be involved. Really excited about this. This is officially WWE number 1, and I got the Universal title wraparound cover because I'm a loser, and the champ is here. The champ that runs the camp, AJ Styles, and that is a bit, didn't do it on purpose. Why I have the Seth Rollins shirt on, but I'm super excited about this. I can't wait to read this. There he is, Seth freaking Rollins himself. I'm really excited about this. I didn't even know it was coming out today. I saw it. I said, "Wow, I'm in." And last but not least, Curse Words number 1. I imagine this is a book that people aren't going to sleep on. I imagine it's going to be something people are going to hop on, so I don't really need to promote it. So I'm going to wait to read it. I like the idea of it. I'm kind of a wizard who uses magic to be bad, I guess you could say. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm really excited about it. Soleil hasn't let me down in the past. I don't know if anybody saw it, but there is a retailer exclusive 25th anniversary retailer appreciation variant for this that my shop got. Basically, same cover, says Curse Words in black, and has the old Image logo over here. Just the big eye in the corner. And why? I wanted to look up the price, and I looked at Midtown, and they're selling it for 15% off, $127. You can have it. I mean, if somebody pays that, that is kind of like a shop appreciation, which is awesome. But if it's kind of a small shop like my shop, gonna have to wait until a con comes to maybe move that, and even then it's gonna be an issue. And then the back issue I picked up today from Hamster Press, Roy Thomas and Bill Shelley present Heroes versus Hitler number 1. You got Hitler there about to brand a young woman. They're back. The Eye, Alter and Captain Eagle, the Human Cat, the Eclipse, and Lady Scorpion. And guest starring Dr. Weird, together for the first time against the most dangerous villain of all time. I guess that's Lady Scorpion he's about to brand. But I didn't even pick this one out of the back issue bins. The proprietor of my shop, she just threw it in my bin. She said, "I saw it. We were just talking about Man in the High Castle, so I threw it in your bin." And there it is. And then last but not least, book stock. Did I say that 3 times already? Last but not least. This is kind of a magazine. It is a magazine size at least. This is Psycho magazine number 6 from 1972, and it's really beat up. Like the back is torn, and then that's really mangled, really chewed apart. But the interesting thing about this is, I had one of these when I started collecting comics, and I believe I gave it to Stick. I believe I gave it to him, just randomly because at the time I was just, oh, I don't like black and white. I don't like it. I only want color. I don't care about that magazine anyway. And this was given to me by somebody at work who just said, "Hey, I have this comic thing. It's old. You can have it. I found it." And I don't understand how this thing's in my life again. What are the chances that the same exact Psycho magazine would appear back in my life? There must be something in here that I need to read about. Maybe it's when the heap turns human, because I believe that happens in here. But Frankenstein Phantom of the Opera, I think, is enough to keep this. So I'm interested. I'm gonna actually read it as opposed to giving it away this time. It actually looks really good. And I love the cover. I just wish it was in better condition. Maybe if it's good enough, I upgrade it, because this is the second time it's been in my life. Why not buy it again? Or why not buy it for the first time? Now on to books. That I still have stack upon stacks over here that I need to do something with. And the quicker I get them in these videos, the quicker I can put them away. But if you watched my videos of last year, if you watched my video about my books of last year, I don't have shelves to put them on. So it's an ongoing battle, guys. First up, Euripides. The back. Oh man, the Bacchae, the Bacchae and other plays. And as my college English teacher used to tell me, Euripides, you pay for these. It's one of the worst jokes I've ever heard, but it's stuck with me till now, and it's awful. Uh, Euripides, you pay for these, and I can't get it out of my head. That's all I think about when I think Euripides. I don't think about anything else. Did he write the Antigone, or was that Sophocles? I'm trying to figure out what his most known work is. I don't know, because I remember him for something, but I wish it was something other than that joke. I really do. But this is a Penguin Classics pressing, publishing. No price on it. Nope, wrong. I lied. It's a UK pressing, a UK publishing, I guess, because it very top UK £1.25, Australia $2.95, and then parenthetically says recommended. Canada $2.95, USA $2.95. So I'm gonna say this was published in the year 1982. 82 is what I'm gonna go with this, and it was published in. Wow, I was nope, not way off. I was a little off. Looks like this was I wasn't that far off. This is a reprinted version in 1979. And there's a few things highlighted in here. That's fun. Oh, people went through here with a highlighter. Great. I'm no longer interested in that. I hate it. I hate it, especially if it's in something like that. If it's in like an actual book, I'll go through and see what they highlighted to see, like try to get an idea of where this person's mind was when they were reading it. But if it's like a piece of like literature like that, I can't do it. If it's a play, I can't do it. Something about it just bothers the shit out of me. Next up, James A. Michener's masterpiece, Hawaii. Paperback published by Bantam Books. I don't see a cover price on here at all. Oh, 95 cents. 95 cents. So I'm going to say this was published. It's pretty big. On the back, the Chicago Sun-Times reviewed it as Love, Violence, Sex, Sin, a vast saga of the islands. I wonder if Dog's running around. Actually, Dog would be a little baby at this time because this book was published in 1971. This is the 8th printing, 1960. Was Dog alive? How old was Dog in 1960? Who knows when Dog the Bounty Hunter was born? I don't. I don't care either. Don't tell me. The less I know about Dog the Bounty Hunter, the better, because then the jokes I tell have no basis in reality. He's not a real person. William Golding's Lord of the Flies, a casebook edition with text, notes, and criticism, I guess. Edited by James P. Baker and Arthur P. Ziegler Jr. It contains the full text of the Lord of the Flies plus notes and critical essays. Oh boy, some L. Kubinski has written all in here. They have Lord of the Flies, kind of a square around it. parenthetically says talk about the symbols. It says Thursday and then colon symbols and then extremely bold colon. Island, fire, something island again. Politics, Ralph, Jack, Piggy, Simon, Ed, Aaron. Beast, air, water, land, darkness. Golding thesis, original sin. No, this is by Putnam Publishing. There's no cover price on it. And I say this is 68. 68 on this. And this is 1964. This is the 10th impression of it. The 10th impression, 1964. Next up, and I believe it was either just a huge flop or a little bit ago was a huge flop of a movie, which was, I believe, was a remake of the original movie, which is, based off the novel. And it is Lew Wallace's Ben-Hur. There's a sticker on it I was trying to get off, and it didn't work out well. It's a Signet book. Has a 50-cent cover price on it. Paperback. I might sneeze. Paperback. This looks to me early 60s all day. I'm gonna go with 1961, and I think it's probably earlier than that. It's probably 50s. And this is 6th printing, April 1960. Say hello to me. Next up, we have Music and Crime by J.R. Creech, hardback, library bound. Cover price is $18.95, and that's not the year it was pressed. I know that. So we go $18.95. This is 1994 all day long. Music and Crime, Putnam Sons book. This is 1989. So still within 5 years. Still doing solid. Still doing all right. Still doing big things. David Wilsey's Prayer for the Dead. Some kind of weird camel spider or something on the front there. Library bound. I love it. 1995. Cover price. And you know what? 1995 is when this came out as well. Wouldn't that be great? I'll quit right now. This is the last book I do if it's 95, because that's a win. And I don't mean ever. I just mean for this video. And this was published, 1991. Bummer. I was still within 5 years. Next up, Dead of the Night, horror stories from radio, television, and films, edited by Peter Haining. Hardback, library bound. Stories of ghostly hauntings, ghastly monsters, and the undead rising, resurrected by an acknowledged master of horror. Published by Stein and Day, I believe. Cover price of $14.95. This is 1986. I can't be anything else. It has to be 1986. And it is 1981. And he is the 8th guy to copyright this? Doesn't make sense. Or 8 different guys have copyrights? I don't really know what's happening there. I don't know. Still within 5 years. Still winning. Still winning at this. This is Anything Goes by Brian Gallagher. The Jazz Age Adventures of Nasa McMine and her extravagant circle of friends. There that is. Hardback. Ooh, nice slight decollage on the paper there. Cover price of $18.95. And I'm going to say this is in 1997. I feel like I'm a little late. I feel like it's not going to be 97. But I'm going 97. I call it a loss. 1987. Missed it by 10 years. 10 years. Here we go. Andrew Klavan's Don't Say a Word. Looks like it was for sale at Dollar General at some point. For $3. I don't think I've seen a hardback book in Dollar General in years. $19.95 US, $24.95 Canadian. Now that Canadian price is important because when you take it for the inflation, you got to get in the barrel, you got to send it over the falls, you got to swim out of the barrel. If you're broken, you got to pay the healthcare bill here, which will be a higher premium. I'm going to go with 1993 on this. Don't say a word. I think it's 95. I think it's 95. Stick with 93, though. 1991? 1991. And then last one of this pile, and then I'll get the hell out of here. You guys have heard enough of me. But I appreciate you, nonetheless. 1895 cover price on this. Michael M. Thomas's The Rope Spinner Conspiracy. Hardback, library bound. 1895 cover price. I want to nail this one so I can leave with my head held high. I'm going to say 1992. 1992 for The Rope Spinner Conspiracy by Michael M. Thomas, published by Warner Books. And I'm off. 1987. Bummer. Missed that one. Started off hot, started off extremely hot, ended extremely cold. But thank you for watching. I have we recorded the podcast last week, so that should be up shortly. It might be up now. I should probably check that. I should probably pay more attention to what I'm doing. I believe the YouTube is Earbone Comics or Earbone Comics Podcast or Earbones Podcast. I'm not sure. Follow me on Twitter at Breakdown Brand. Follow the podcast at Earbones Podcast. If you follow at Earbones Podcast, usually tweet out the links to the audio and the video as well. But maybe I'll put the links in the bottom. Hopefully I can do that. And I don't mean a cat. There's not going to be a sexy cat. Apparently my mind is, when I think of links, I think sexy cat. That's just what that means. If you're a lynx, you're a sexy cat, I guess. That's it. You got those nice pointy ears. You look nice and groomed. You're probably in a tree. You're not crawling around in the mud with all the filth. So lynxes are sexy cats. I think we learned that today. But thank you for watching. Thank you for being you. And I appreciate you. Now, if I can just get my books to hold up, we'll be fine. I think we got to put the title on the front, right? You want to shout out the title? Got to beat the champ. That's not a good spread at all. Still not a good spread. Still not proud of it. Whatever. Thank you for watching. Also, if you watch this long, I have a character in the works. There should be a video coming up. I think you'll be pleased. I'm really excited about it. So be on the lookout for that. Thank you.